Hello everyone, welcome to this month's Rediscover Your Stash YouTube hop. I'm combining today's hop with a fun celebration that my friend Jenn is hosting over on her channel to celebrate hitting 2,000 subscribers. She has been working towards that goal for a really long time. She's having a huge giveaway. So what you want to do is comment on this video and then run over to Jenn's channel and check out her videos and subscribe to her channel. And she has lots of goodies that she's going to be giving away, which is going to be so awesome. I'm going to be working with my H2KAKWS style for November. So this is the kit that I created based on 49th and Market, the Spice Art Options Spice collection, and a bunch of my stash. I'm going to start with a sheet of coconut swirl white cardstock, and I've also chosen a colored cardstock that's going to frame my layout for me. So I'm going to cut these down. I think I made that 11.5 by 11.5. That seems about right. And now I'm going to tear a huge hunk out of the middle of it. So I'm going to follow the sketch fairly closely, but I'm also going to interpret it a bit different with products. So the sketch shows a lot of like mixed media. We are not going to do mixed media. We are going to do some stamping. I'm going to put those two torn pieces of white cardstock into my Misty, and I'm going to be using a stamp set from Stampin' Up. This is a stamp set that I use every time I want the look of mixed media without the mess of mixed media. It is called Artistically Inked. I just received my new Stampin' Up catalog, and it is still in the catalog, which means it's still on their website too. And I will leave the name of my consultant in the description box. She is my very best friend, and she is who I buy all my Stampin' Up products from. If you are interested in grabbing the stamp set, I've used it so many times, and it is such a good one. I am using 3 Catherine Pooler ink colors today, and those ink colors are Sparkling Berry, Sauna, and Sangria. I'm basically going to start using this stamp set by creating a lot of splatters along the torn edges, and then I'm going to move on and use some of the round alcohol ink kind of splatteries things. I don't know what else to call them. And some of the ones that look a little bit more like flowers, and I'm going to build up layers of color on these 2 pages. See here how that's going to work. I love how this layout turned out. It's one of my absolute favorite layouts I've done in a very long time, and I think it just turned out so nice. I love these stamps. They're one of my absolute favorites. So down in the description box below, you will find a link to any available products that I used in this layout. You'll find a link to the Stampin' Up stamps. I'm actually going to use 2 sets of stamps from Stampin' Up. You will also find the hop lineup, which for Rediscover Your Stash. And I don't think there is a playlist yet for Jenn's sketch, but if there is, I will make sure to link up the information for her giveaway and our 2,000 subscriber stash. I am using some aqua pigments in the gilded color. I love this bottle. So it's the same stuff that is in the Shimmer Splash. I really think it is, but it has this cool dropper that lets you like drop big blobs of the gold exactly where you want it, and I love that. So this is another stamp set from Stampin' Up. This one is one of their new sets. It's translucent florals. I'm going to be using both the stamp set and the die set for this layout. So here are some of the stamps. The stamps are beautiful, and I have the coordinating dies, but then when you buy the dies, you get, the outline for the stamps, but then you also get these individual floral dies that you can cut and create flowers with. This is another one that I love. I absolutely love this one. I I think it's awesome. These flowers are so fun. I'm using those same 3 colors, the Sangria, the Sparkling Berry, and the Sauna on my page. And yeah, this stamp set, both these stamp sets that I am using today are some of my absolute favorites in my stash. So here are all those die cuts. I have put them into my original size Missy, which has my waffle flower grip mat in it. I got the same 3 colors, plus for the green, I am using a little bit of green tea and a little bit of eucalyptus. And then for the flower pieces, I'm using those same 2 pink colors. So the Sparkling Berry and the Sangria. I put them like really dark and saturated in the center of the flower, and then with just whatever was left over on my brush, I think I even tapped some of the ink off to do the outside edge of the flowers. And then I can just glue them all together. And you can see up above that I have more coming. So there's a bunch of different styles of flowers. I think there are 3 different styles of flowers in the die cuts. The die cut pack is awesome because it's more than just the outline dies for the stamp set. You also get these individual flowers that you can die cut and use, and they turned out really pretty. So now I'm going to go ahead and start matting my photograph. I am using a heritage photo today. This is another photo of my grandmother and her brother, and this is another one where the original photo has my grandmother's name, her brother's name, how old they were, and the date this photo was taken. So I will, as I work through this layout, I'll show you where I'm going to put my journaling. I'm using the 6x8 Spice collection, which has all the different colors. I'm staying away from the orange because I don't have too much. I mean, my Sauna ink is a little orange and a little like orangey yellow, but the orange in this collection is really, really orange, right? And I am sort of kind of staying away from that. I was leaning more into the pinks and that deep, dark mauve-y purple. So to get this layout pulled together, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with those 2 pieces of white cardstock that I stamped on. I am not adhering them completely to the page. So I'm just matching them up along the outside edges. I'm pulling the torn edges back, and I'm adhering the bottom one, and then I'm going to go ahead and adhere some pattern paper to fill in the middle place. And I'm basically using scraps to fill in this middle section between the 2 torn edges. So I have this pink, and then I'm going to use this light green, and then I did use some butterflies for the 3rd pattern, but most of that butterfly pattern is actually going to get covered up with my photo. And then once I had the bottom part and the pattern paper, then I can line up the top piece and adhere it down to my page so that that middle section is open with all of those patterns. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take all those beautiful flowers, both the stamped ones and the die cut ones. I'm going to get my photo in place, and I am going to just fill in wherever I feel like I want flowers. So this layout is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I love how it turned out. I love the colors. And you know what? I very rarely truly love how layouts turn out. As far as I'm concerned, they always look better in my head than when I sit down and start to do, and unexpected things happen, you change products or anything. But this one really has my heart. This one is really, if I could make all my layouts this gorgeous, it would happen. I really, really like it. And I love this cute little photo of my grandmother and what would be my great uncle? Yes, I think so. So I'm just tucking in all those flowers, all the leaves. I have a mixture of the die cut leaves and the stamped leaves from that translucent florals collection bundle. And this turned out so good. I love it. Absolutely love it. The last little bit I'm going to do is to add a title. So I know that I'm going to put some black writing in the upper right corner and the bottom right corner. I'm showing you here where I'm going to put the date and who's in the photos. And I'm going to write that in black. And then I will have this nice diagonal design that goes from the top right to the bottom left that will have the 3 areas with the black. That will be my title and my journaling. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to head down to the description box below and hop along for some more amazing floral and foliage page ideas from everyone over in our group. Talk to y'all again soon. Bye.